The market pops and then drops with CPI on the horizon. Is a reversal on the way? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so it's been a couple weeks since I've posted a video. My dad did pass away, and then right after that, I had to put my dog down. It was like I was in the middle of a country music song, and I hated every minute of it. So it was a pretty tough 2 weeks, so I do appreciate your understanding and me being gone. During that time, I was supposed to put out a birthday special that would have gone out on July 30th on my Wednesday live call. I didn't have that live call, obviously. I did do my live call last week, and I had that sale, but I haven't even put a video out to anybody to advertise that sale. So I'm going to do that today, and I hope you don't mind. It's an incredible deal, guys. I turned 49 on July 30th, and I was born in 1976. So what we're doing is we're doing 76% off of our Trade Waves Academy course. It's normally $500, and you're getting it for about $125. Roughly, I'm doing some quick math there. We're doing 49% off of any of the rooms or the first month of the indicator. So the first month of PT's room, the first month of my room, or the first month of the indicator, you're getting 49% off with the code JG49. The code for the Trade Waves Academy was JG76. And then we have 15% off of the yearly indicator. It's something I never have done and I won't do again for a very long time. And that is JG15 is that coupon code. So you can see all those coupon codes on the screen. We'll talk about it again later on in the video, but that sale is still ongoing. I was going to take those prices down after the live feed. And there were some people that missed the live feed, and I never really got to advertise it to the general public. So I wanted you guys to see that and have an opportunity to join. So take that opportunity. You're really going to love it. Okay, now, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the fact that the market was setting up for a move towards 6,400. Over the last couple of weeks, it has grinded up above that a little bit and now has turned down. So the question is, are we looking for a reversal? I'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, as always, before we jump into the charts, we are going to look at the results of our indicator for yesterday. It did pretty good. One bad trade, one really incredible trade. It was a pretty good day overall. The indicator continues to crush. It crushed over the last 2 weeks while I was gone. Obviously, you guys didn't get to see that because I didn't put out videos and stuff. But if you have the indicator, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't have the indicator, guys, you're quite frankly missing out. If you're new here, we have put out our own TradingView algorithm indicator that's absolutely crushing the market. It's forward looking and it's price action and volume based, meaning we don't care about Elliott Wave or any of those things as far as the day trading indicator or even the swing trading indicator goes. It's built on forward looking metrics. Most indicators are built on things like the RSI or the MACD or things where the moving averages cross, and that takes too long to unfold. We get you in at the highs and the lows, and you're going to see that right here. So let's jump into the charts and take a look at the results of the indicator. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute SPY chart, and this is what we use for day trading. Now, it's been a couple weeks, but I did put out a video where we looked at swing trading, and we looked at the Microsoft move where we captured 2 straight 20% moves with the indicator. We looked at NVIDIA and how great it was there, Bitcoin. We looked at Netflix. So many places that you can use the indicator and absolutely crush both in day and swing trading. In this particular video, we're going to go over day trading. And we do that on the 5-minute SPY chart. And we are in TradingView because it is a TradingView only indicator. You have to have a TradingView account to get the indicator. Now, if you don't have one, no problem. Sign up for the indicator first. I have a link once you sign up that will get you a discount on your TradingView course. So check that out as well. Now, here in TradingView, we do have our chart set up. It's called IWJ Pivot Point Pro. You'll see I turn off the eyeball here, and you'll see the buys and sells go away. Now, there are a few things that we need to have happen. We have to have pre-market on. That's here in yellow. We have to have post-market on. That's here in blue. You also have to have real-time data on the NQ and the ES, whether you're trading them or not. The reason is we look for a confluence of the markets. We want them to all be moving in the same direction at the same time. And if they are, and other factors hit, and we hit key levels, you will get a trade alert. So what you can see here is We have our open here, and we got a buy signal that chopped. We just missed our profit take right here. It's by about 5 cents, and then they sold off and stopped us out. So unfortunately, this trade did not work out so well. That's part of trading. It happens. However, the day moves on. We move up, and boom, we get this sell signal all the way up here. We got it at around 638.25, and they ran it all the way straight down to 635.70. So just an absolute crusher of a move down here. We collected very nicely on that one. We don't trade past 10 a.m. So at 10 a.m. we shut it down for the day, and the reason is volume dries up, moves dry up. The market tends to get pretty choppy after 10 a.m. That's Pacific time. We're not talking about Eastern. That's 1 p.m. Eastern time. So 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, we stopped trading. So this was our last trade of the day. We did not take this buy because, again, you get this choppy market, and the market continues to move down. So absolute crusher here on the way down. Another great day for the indicator. Another great day for everybody out there. You can see on the screen, guys, for now 19 months, we have absolutely crushed the market. This is based on a 100K account. We were up about 35,000 last year. We're already up 37,000 this year. Again, on a 100K account in 19 months, we're up 72% on that account. In fact, in September, we are switching to full contracts, meaning I trade half-sized positions right now, which is 25 contracts for my personal account. Again, that's based on a 100K account. But because we've made so much money over the last 19 months, we're moving up to 50 contracts per trade. An absolute crushing thing. It's going to be amazing. You can see people call this a cheat code. People are taking off work to go on vacation. They're absolutely loving it, guys. It's changing people's lives. It's letting you beat the market for the first time ever. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier, we're running an incredible sale on it. 15% off the yearly, guys. I never do that. It's going to run until the live stream Wednesday. Once the live stream gets here, those codes go away. They will no longer be applicable. So you have 1 day to jump in and take advantage of these codes. 49% off your first month if you want to try the indicator for a month and see how it goes. And we'll talk about it later. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Here's how you get it. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it'll take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out the membership plans page. You're going to see our monthly rooms. We'll talk about those later, the daily calls, everything you can get. But if you scroll down to where it says Trading View Indicators, you get first month. It's $59, but right now with that 49% off, you're getting that for about $29 roughly. And it's $590 for the year, but with that 15% off, you're getting $90 off of that, about $500 on that. So running an incredible special. I've never run these big of discounts. It was for my 49th birthday, which happened a couple weeks ago. I'm really excited for you guys to be a part of it. Again, this ends Wednesday, guys, so make sure you take advantage of it. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee on both. So even if you're unsure, try it out. Paper trade it. Just watch it. Don't do anything. Put it on your screen for the month. See if it works the way I say. If it does, keep it and crush the market like we are. If it doesn't, you get your money back and you didn't risk anything. I really want you to be a part of it. It's changing traders' lives, and I want you to be in there as well. Now, let's jump into the charts and take a look. So off this high, we've talked about the fact that this can be an A for an A, B, and then start C down. The issue we have with that is this is a very high bounce. They've gotten above the 764 retrace of the move down, which generally leads to higher. However, the structure to the upside is pretty ugly. It's overlapping, and usually those types of structures fail kind of hard, and we do have a catalyst tomorrow that could bring us down. An alternate path to that would be this is a 1 and a 2, and we'd be looking at a 1, 2 to the downside, and then a breakdown, a bigger breakdown that would break this lower support that we've been bouncing off of several times. So that is a secondary count, and then the other secondary count, there's 3 counts right now because of just how the market is. With the structure, it's a little overlapping and ugly, and it's not very clear right now. The other one would be that this is a wave 4, a larger wave 4, and this is A of 5, then we'd look for B of 5, and then C of 5 higher towards 6,500, 6,520, something like that. So ending diagonal, very possible. Or one of the 2 downsides. Now, as far as what I favor, I do favor one of the 2 downsides, whether that's a B wave and then C, or a breakdown, or a 1, 2. Any of the downside patterns, I do favor the downside because if it's an A wave up, you still need a deeper B wave pullback. If it's a wave B up, you would get a C wave down. If it's a wave 1 down, you would get a wave 2 up and look for a wave 1 of 3 down. So there's that. That's the first reason I favor the downside. The second reason is the volume was really nice on the highs. And when you come back into volume like that, very often there's a lot of sellers sitting there waiting to push the market down. They came back up into those levels and they got pushed down here at the close. And then the other reason is the MACD does have negative divergence and negative crossover, which generally leads to the market at least giving us a short-term dip, especially off of the levels we were on in the MACD, which were stratospheric levels. They were the highest in the history of the MACD. So very often we are going to look for turn down here and find out what kind of structure we get, if they're going to hold, if that structure is corrective. So if we get a B, C like this, probably into this 6,300 level, then we would look for a hold and a push higher. If we get an impulsive move down, then we'll have to see what kind of follow through we get after that. We would expect a deeper pullback, potentially into the 6,000 range on the ES 6,100, 6,000 range on that pullback. So really, I think CPI will help us identify, because if CPI is strong, is a strong catalyst, and the market decides it wants to go this way, that's going to obviously lead us to a very likely all-time high scenario. If CPI is strong and we go this way, then we start to clear up that we're not heading directly higher, which I think is the least likely path. And we'll look for some kind of pullback and go at that point. So little bit of fuzziness on the ES, and that's just because of the structure. But this is a pretty good 5-wave structure down off of the high, and then which can be an A wave or a wave 1. And then you have a B wave that's very overlapping. So this move here you'd expect to hold and break out. Instead, they came back down below this area, and then they could barely get above it again, and now they've turned down. So overlapping weak structure from the bulls. So typically what we would expect is them to push through. Now this is going to be the shelf right here, this 6370, 6380 zone. If they get through that, we should expect to see down here around 6330 to 6300. And if they get through that, we're coming back down to test these lows. And at that point, I would I would expect a bounce and then a breakdown for a further downside play. Any questions on the ES? On the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ's a little different because they did challenge the all-time highs and sell off of that zone in a pretty straight down line. They broke support and they came down to start to get into the support around 23,560 to 23,500. This little consolidation zone here, if they get through that, they're very likely to come down and test 23,334. And through that, they're going to come down and test 23,000. So NASDAQ has a much higher structure, which does lend itself more to the A, B, C type move up towards 24,000, excuse me. And if we get that, that would make a lot of sense. As I talked about all of last week and all of last month, July has never printed the all-time high for the year. And we did print the high right now in July. So I do think that August will find a high before it collapses, whether that is from here and then like this, or they give us a bigger pullback and then give us a high and down. That's to be determined. But I do think another high is likely, at least on the NASDAQ, if not both charts. But I do short-term favor the NASDAQ to the downside. Again, you have a very overlapping structure here. And while they are higher high and higher lows, which is bullish, and this is a bull market, in the short term, this does lend itself to a bit of a pullback, if not a breakdown that's a much bigger pullback. So same kind of options here. This can definitely be an A, B, C flat type of move like this and then higher. It can be a 1-2 move where we're starting a wave 3 down. It can be an A, B, C higher. So you have A, B, C up towards 24,000, something like that. But in the short term, even in the bullish counts, I do favor a down move for tomorrow's CPI. Now, is that tradable? That's questionable. I don't think there's a great setup yet. To me, great setups give you the kind of place to place your stop, so you get that bounce, and then you start, you can get your trade here, place your stop above this high, and you've got a really nice setup for a move down. They don't have to give that to you, but that's what we're looking for. Just because Elliott is looking for something or structure is looking for something doesn't mean we trade it. It just means it's the most probable path statistically. And so what we try to do is look for setups that kind of confirm that those statistics and those probable paths are playing out, and then we trade them. So right now we're looking for some kind of downside setup.
And again, if that downside move is corrective, some sort of ABC, we'd probably look for like 23,000 to 23.2, this little consolidation zone here, and then higher to 24,000. If it's impulsive, we're going to look for them to come down and test that 22.7 area, bounce, and then give us a bigger drop after that.
Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it'll take you right over to our website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial. That's because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We also have our educational material. If you scroll down a little further on the page, you're going to see our indicators, which you saw in the first part of the video, and also our courses. We have our Trade Waves Academy course, and right now I am giving 50% off of this course if you get the yearly indicator. So if you buy the yearly indicator right now, you're getting 2 months for free on that, and then you get Trade Waves Academy 50% off. In Trade Waves Academy, we go over all of the things that are outside of Elliott Wave to put a complete package together. We go over market psychology, capital management. You can see all the modules here on the screen. Options trading basics, candlestick patterns, how to trade price action, bull and bear traps, how to identify market reversals, fib levels and why they're important, how to identify key support and resistance, and trade setups and proper risk reward. All of this comes inside of Trade Waves Academy. On top of that, you get our Elliott Wave for Beginners course included in this price, and you get the Advanced Elliott Wave for free included in this price. So for $497, you get all of those modules I just said, plus the Beginners course, plus Advanced Elliott Wave. It's an incredible deal, and you can get it for half off right now if you get the yearly indicator. Now, as I did mention, we do have our Advanced and our Beginners Elliott Wave courses. In our Advanced course, we're going through a lot of the things we're seeing on the charts right now. A lot of those things are the advanced fib levels, the diagonals, double and triple threes, flats, triangles, trading Elliott Wave, which right there, that is worth the price of admission. People don't understand that there's 2 paths and how do you trade them if there's up and down. It's because you trade setups, and there are very good setups in Elliott Wave Theory. You have to know how to spot them and trade them, and we talk about that here so that you can understand how to do this course. Now, I understand if this is too advanced. You can see, though, that our traders love it. But if you need to get started at the beginning, we have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. And this course is really helping traders understand a complex market in a way that makes sense. It's extremely confusing when good news makes the market go down, bad news makes the market go up. It stops at random places. You don't know what's going on. That's because the news cycles were garbage. Elliott knew this long ago. He knew that key levels mattered. It's not random, and you're able to find these key levels, and this is what gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. In this course, you get 25 videos where we go through your introduction. We have to introduce you to Elliott Wave Theory. We have to get your mindset right and give you the KISS method, how this works and why it works. It's very scientific based. People think it's just, oh, you just make a wave up. No, very scientific based. It's outstanding. Chart setup and tools. We go through all of your chart setups, every tool you need to use with Elliott Wave, how to use it and why we use it, and then the Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through each of the waves, how to find the key levels, how to understand impulsive and corrective waves, how to know where to get these measurements, the corrective depth theory, the theory of alternation, the pivot, everything you need to make sense of an irrational market. Now, the really cool thing about both of these courses is there's several ways to get them cheap or for free. You can get them both at a $37 discount with our Elliott Wave course bundle. You can get them for free in our Trade Waves Academy course. If you buy that, they are included in that course. Or if you just want to get them at a low monthly cost, you simply get one of our monthly rooms, as the Elliott Wave courses are included in this price. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, we give you all of your real-time market updates, all of your buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions are answered. The midday video that you watch in these calls, that's live for everybody in these rooms. And then you get the beginners and the advanced course included in this price. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing and day trade. So we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for futures trading, individual stocks, income trading, and advanced trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as the individual stocks, the futures trading, his income trading method that just kills it, and his reduced risk binary method that gets you in at a cheap price, gets you huge multiples on your money, and it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. That's why you get a 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with your next market update.